Hello. Today at EquixLife, we will talk about the fascinating psychology behind the act of giving. Have you ever wondered why we feel so good when we give a gift? It's not just a tradition, it's a fundamental human connection. Giving gifts strengthens our social bonds and creates reciprocity. When we give, we not only offer an object, but we also send a message. I'm thinking of you. You matter to me. This act strengthens relationships and builds a community. Empathy is key in this process. Choosing the perfect gift requires us to put ourselves in the other person's shoes, to think about their tastes, desires, and needs. This exercise in empathy not only connects us more with the other person, but also makes us feel good about ourselves. In addition, the act of giving activates the pleasure centers in our brain, releasing endorphins that generate a feeling of happiness and well-being, often called the helper glow. But the benefits aren't just for the giver. Receiving a gift makes us feel valued, loved, and understood. A well-thought-out gift can lift spirits, strengthen self-esteem, and remind us that we are part of a network of affection. The next time you give or receive a gift, remember that you are participating in a powerful ritual that nurtures our relationships and our own happiness. It is a virtuous circle of generosity and gratitude, because the exchange of gifts occupies a central place in the end-of-year celebrations. But beyond tradition, why is it so significant? What does this reveal about those who participate in this act? Far from being a trivial gesture, giving a gift involves multiple social and psychological dimensions. From this perspective, the gift functions as a symbolic message, and with it we express interests, personal values, on the nature of the bond with the recipient. As psychology specialists point out, the choice of a gift can give clues about the identity of the giver and the image they have of the recipient, becoming a subtle but powerful form of interpersonal communication. Now, let's look at the benefits of giving gifts. The emotional experience associated with gifts is not identical for the giver and the receiver. Several studies indicate that giving a gift can increase subjective well-being and improve the mood of the giver, sometimes even more than receiving it. This act fosters the strengthening of social bonds and allows for the expression of affection, from fondness and gratitude to commitment or love. In this sense, the value of a gift is rarely limited to its price. Often, its relevance lies in the emotional and symbolic weight it contains. Some theoretical approaches argue that gifts function as extensions of the donor, representing both the established relationship and the feelings that sustain it. It is also worth highlighting the impact of non-material gifts. Experiences such as trips, shared activities, or significant events tend to leave a more intense and lasting emotional imprint than physical goods. Classic studies in positive psychology have shown that this type of gift is associated with higher levels of satisfaction and long-term happiness. The choice of a gift can also reflect personality traits. What we decide to give or ask for is linked to our desires, values, and the way we perceive ourselves. From this perspective, gifts can be understood as manifestations of self-image and the social expectations we assume. On another note, I have a question. Does the perfect gift exist? I'm Zoran, and today we're embarking on the mythical and sometimes dangerous quest for the perfect gift. Will we find it? Or is it a legendary creature like the chocolate unicorn or the socks that never get lost in the washing machine? Our adventure begins in the forest of forgotten tastes. Here, each tree whispers the hobbies and passions of our loved ones. Many believe that the ideal gift is an expensive and shiny object, like a gem extracted from Mount Luxury. But they are wrong. The value of a gift is not in its price, but in how much it resonates with the heart of the recipient. A star map for a dreamer is worth more than all the dragon's gold. But beware! The road is full of traps. The first one is the swamp of the I would like. It's easy to fall into this trap, choosing something we'd love to receive ourselves, instead of considering the other person. The trick is to listen. The clues are everywhere. In casual conversations, in a sigh in front of a shop window. They are like breadcrumbs that guide us to the treasure. True magic lies not in finding an object, but in creating it. In the Valley of Imagination, we can forge unique gifts. How about a potion of memories bottled with your best photos, or a culinary spellbook with grandma's secret recipes? Personalization and creativity are the most powerful ingredients. They transform a simple object into a personal relic, an amulet against oblivion. And here comes the final twist in our story. What happens when, despite all our efforts, the gift isn't the right one? We landed in the forced smile range. We've all been there. You receive a broccoli-shaped bookend, and you say, "Oh, wow, just what I needed." We do it out of courtesy, to maintain peace in the kingdom. Appreciating the gesture is more important than the object itself. So, my dear seekers, The legend of the perfect gift is just that, a legend. The true treasure is the time, thought, and affection we invest. It's the act of saying, "I'm thinking of you." What's the strangest or most wonderful gift you've ever received? Let me know in the comments. I'll read them. Now to finish, let's go to a magical corner where Leo and Sophia discover a small gift that shines with its own light. But what is it that really makes it so special? Beyond the shiny paper and colorful ribbon, giving a gift is an act of pure emotion, a way of saying "I love you" without using words. It is a universal language that we all understand, especially the youngest ones. Let's think about the act of giving gifts to our children. It's not about filling their room with toys, but about filling their hearts with love. Imagine Dad giving a simple gift, perhaps a hand-drawn picture or a small figurine. The smile that lights up a child's face at that moment is priceless. That genuine gratitude strengthens family ties, creating invisible threads of light that unite us stronger than ever. Teaching the value of a gift means teaching to appreciate the intention, the affection, and the time that someone dedicated to thinking about us. Now, let's look at that room full of forgotten toys, gathering dust in a corner. Is more really better? The evidence tells us no. An overabundance of gifts can cause children to lose sight of the value of each one. In contrast, when gifts are less frequent and more meaningful, each one becomes a treasure. Moderation teaches us to value, to care, and to fully enjoy. It's the difference between having a mountain of objects and experiencing a moment of shared play, laughter, and connection that will remain forever in your memory. At the end of the day, giving gifts is not an obligation. Even though it may sometimes feel that way in our culture, it is a powerful tool for preserving our most important relationships. It is an opportunity to express what we feel, to create memories, and to teach fundamental values. When a family comes together to celebrate a special moment, the gift is just the excuse to share love and joy. So, the next time you think about a gift, remember that the best gift is the one that comes from the heart and strengthens the bonds that unite us. Thank you for joining us in this reflection. Remember that every small step you take today builds a stronger version of yourself tomorrow. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. Subscribe to EquixLife and turn on notifications so we can continue growing together. See you in the next video.